In the love and in the light of our one infinite creator, it is a pleasure to speak with you. This is a very important topic. Polarity. One must polarize to be harvestable. What must be the entity's percentage, shall we say, he or she is to be harvested for the negative? Ra responds, the entity who wishes to pursue the path of service to self must attain a grade of 5. That is 5% service to others, 95% or more service to self. It must approach totality. The negative path is quite difficult to attain harvestability upon and requires great dedication. In the book Oahspe, produced in 1882, it purported to share the wisdom of Jehovah and the angelic ambassadors of heaven. It gave a history of Earth for the last 24,000 years and revealed spiritual principles throughout the text. One of its principles was that people on Earth would need to be polarized at least 51% in service to others in order to make the graduation into the fourth density of love and understanding. Ra agreed that this figure was accurate for the positive polarity and then added that if one were talking about the service to self polarity, then the figure was 95% service to self. Ra described the process by which negatively oriented entities progress when dealing with each other. The relationship of such an entity to fourth density negative entities is one of the more powerful and the less powerful. The negative path persists slavery of the less powerful as a means of learning the desire to serve the self to the extent that the will is brought to bear. It is in this way that polarity is increased in the negative sense. Thus, fourth density entities are willing slaves of such a fifth density entity, there being no doubt whatsoever of the relative power of each. Description of how negative entities deal with third density planets like Earth. The purpose of the Orion group is conquest and enslavement. This is done by finding and establishing an elite and causing others to serve the elite through various devices such as laws and other control mechanisms. You see, the negative path was described in session 85.9 by Ra as the path of that which is not. That which is not is the separation of any entities. As we live in a creation of unity, true separation does not exist. So, when negatively oriented entities choose that path, they are choosing a hard road, as the illusion that they operate within has the basic flaw in its construction. That flaw will require that they put great energy into traveling this path to make it viable as a path to union with the one creator. Because negative entities do not work well together, they also suffer what Ra calls spiritual entropy, which causes them to experience consistent disintegration of their social memory complexes. But by the early sixth density, this path is abandoned because in the sixth density, love and wisdom must be balanced to harmonize with the unitive nature of creation. The negative entities have denied this unity for millions of years on their journeys and have sought separation and control of others instead. In order to continue their progression towards union with the one creator, they must reverse their negative polarity and become positively oriented and continue their journey on the path of unity. In session 78.25, Ra gave the very simple principle that necessitates this reversal of polarities by the negative entities. In 6th density, the density of unity, the positive and negative paths must needs take in each other, for all now must be seen as love light and light love. This is not difficult for the positive polarity which sends love and light to all other selves. It is difficult enough for service to self polarized entities that, at some point, the negative polarity is abandoned. This is Robert. It's been a pleasure speaking with you once again. This is a very important topic. Polarity. One must polarize to be harvestable. In the love and the light, blessings be to each of you. Attain.